Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today we're making eggs Benedict. Now this recipe is great for breakfast or brunch. It features a perfectly poached egg, savory Canadian bacon, a creamy homemade hollandaise sauce sitting on top of a toasted English muffin. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so let's dive into this recipe to show you how to make a perfectly poached egg every time. So here you want to fill a medium-sized pot with about 3 inches worth of water. And we're first going to bring this water to a boil, and then you want to reduce it to a bubbling simmer, similar to what you see here. The bubbles should be small and not rolling. Add a splash of white vinegar to the water to help keep the egg white together as it poaches. We're going to crack our egg into a small cup or a measuring cup that's heat-proof. And now we want to gently lower the egg into the simmering water, allowing it to gently slip out of the cup. Allow this egg to poach for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how soft you want to poach it. That will be how long you leave it poaching within that time period. I tend to go for 4 minutes, but feel free to go for 5 minutes for a hard poached egg. After that time is up, you want to remove the poached egg with a slotted spoon. And you want to repeat the same process with 3 other eggs. In total, you can make 4 eggs Benedict with this recipe. And now while the eggs are poaching, you want to heat a frying pan over medium-high heat, or 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or 109 degrees Celsius. We want to place 4 to 8 slices of Canadian bacon on the pan and fry them for about 1 minute per side. We're also going to need some fresh chives that you want to finely chop into small pieces. You also want to lightly toast 2 English muffins that have been sliced in half, so you have 4 slices. I'd like to go for light toast, but feel free to toast them longer if you so desire. But now on to assembling our eggs Benedict. We want to add a little melted butter to the inside of each toasted muffin. You'll probably only need about 1 to 2 tablespoons worth of melted salted butter. And then you want to place a slice or 2 of Canadian bacon on top of that. I tend to only put 1 slice, and that's plenty for me, but feel free to switch it up. Then you want to top the Canadian bacon with your poached egg. You want to do so carefully and gently so you don't break the egg yolk. Next, you want to garnish this with a hollandaise sauce. I have a homemade recipe that you can use. Let me know down in the comments if you want that recipe as well. Otherwise, you can use a store-bought hollandaise sauce, but it won't be quite as good. And for a final garnishment, you want to add on our freshly chopped chives. With that, this is ready to be served immediately and enjoyed. Congrats, you've made an eggs Benedict right at home. These are perfectly poached eggs. The combination of this poached egg, the bacon, and the muffin really go well together. This is a great start to your day. And for a variation, you can also substitute the Canadian bacon for smoked salmon, or you can add spinach. I've seen even people use crab meat on an eggs Benedict. So let me know what works best for you. And when you do try this recipe at home, be sure to tag me at Chef Vic Cuisine or hashtag Chef Vic Cuisine so I can see your great takes on this dish. As always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 5, Mastering Your Inner Chef. And that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. And feel free to click the pop-up on your screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed learning how to make this eggs Benedict, and if you did, make sure you smash that like button for me. It's one of the best ways to help the channel out. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button too, and feel free to share this recipe with all your family and friends. And stay tuned for next week, where I show you how to make a great French lunch option, steak frite. It's actually really easy to make, and it feeds plenty, and the flavor cannot be denied. I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe too. Thank you all again so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this recipe. You can always check out more on my page now. YouTube thinks you'll like these videos, so let's see if they're right. And I'll catch you next time on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.